Alrighty, so for our last day of exponents, we're just going to kind of put every single thing that we've done together, right? So this is kind of your one pager of all of the review of all of the rules, right? Taking that product rule, expanding it out, and then adding it together to get that x to the ninth. Taking that quotient rule, expanding it out, doing that crossing out, and getting that answer here. Taking our negative exponents, if it's on top, it goes to the bottom. If it's on bottom, it goes to the top. Keeping in mind that when a base has an exponent of 1, it's going to equal 1. Keeping in mind that when we have our power to a power, right, that's when it's in parentheses with a number on the outside. That looks a little bit different than that top one that we just saw. And we expand it out. Same thing if it's in a power and quotient. All right, so we're going to do some review. So this is, again, putting it all together. This is going to be kind of a lot, and that's okay. So notice where in number 1 are there things that have to happen, right? So our first thing that we'll want to do, right, is expand things out. So let's pull our, if we have numbers on the outside with parentheses, let's do that first. And then let's move those negative exponents. So we have no parentheses that we're moving around, but we do have negative exponents. So this has a negative exponent. I'm going to move that to bottom. Okay? So I'm just going to put it here. X q to the 4th, and now that's gone. Anything else that needs to move? This needs to go up here and become s squared. So if I rewrite this, right, using positive exponents, I have 5s squared all over q squared q to the 4th. But this is, again, where we're adding multiple things, right? This top part can stay as is, but this bottom part both has q's on there. So we are able to kind of put those together. So we'll do 5 and then s just to get that in our mindset. And then this is going to be 1, 2 q's. And this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 q's. And then if we do a final answer, right, we have 5s squared on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we have 6 q's on bottom. Nothing could cancel out between top and bottom, but that's kind of what we're looking at, right, is that finale piece of putting things together. So for number 2, it's a little bit more complicated, right? Start with is there something that has to be expanded, like number 4, right? That's what I'm talking about. Number 4, we are going to have to do an expansion before we can kind of move things around. So for this one, there's none of that. So let's move on to, are there negative exponents? Yes. So where does this need to go? The bottom. Anything else need to move? This needs to move to the top. Okay, so now if we rewrite it, right, using positive exponents, I have x to the 3rd, x squared. I have x to the 4th, and then I have another x to the 4th. Okay? And again, this and this are saying the same thing. This is just a, hey, Ms. Sherman, we move things around. Did we do it right? Right? Just a double check. So now if we actually expand things out, this would be 1, 2, 3. This would be 2. And then on the bottom, we would have 4. And then we'd have another 4. And this one, right, we didn't have anything we could kind of take out and do like that. But on this one, right, I could do 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 pairs that cancel out, leaving me with 1 over x to the 3rd power. Kind of a lot, I know. Okay. Try 3. 3 is very similar to what we just did. Very, very similar. Move your negative exponents first.